Hi.
Hi, Weekly.
We are going to talk about the
Golden
golden ratio.
And attractiveness.
I wish we had a filter.
There is a filter for it.
Oh, there is?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I think you could even download it. I'm not sure if TikTok and Instagram have it. They probably do, especially Instagram. Instagram has like an insane amount of filters.
Yeah.
You want to look it up?
Yeah. So we are talking
Okay.
about the golden ratio, okay,
Yes.
and attractiveness. It's a little bit out of the medicine. We're going to tie in a little bit on medicine and maybe how it's potentially used.
Mostly like in cosmetic procedures.
Exactly.
And then I focus, when it comes to attractiveness, the research, I focused it on what makes us attracted to somebody else. Like physically in the brain, what gets triggered, all those things. So we'll talk about that. Here we go. I knew it. Instagram. So there's several.
That's the one. That's
Yeah.
like the actual golden ratio.
Exactly. So, whoa.
What?
Look at my face.
Oh, it like proportion. Look at my. Oh, but I think I look.
That looks horrible.
It looks like an alien.
Jesus Christ.
Jesus Christ.
There's another one.
So it's supposed to go from your eyes to the center of your face, and it's like it divides your face into sections. So basically, wow, I just look at myself here and I look at myself there, and I'm like,
Yeah, I have like bushier eyebrows in this.
but
too,
it
like-
fixes it because it literally proportions your face completely.
Yeah.
And that is okay. Well, we're going to talk about the golden ratio. So.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so what is the golden ratio? All right, so the golden ratio is
Oh, hold on because this is a weekly, so a lot of people may just be listening in audio. What we were doing that whole time is that if you search on Instagram, like the filters, you go to the little magnifying glass, just search in golden ratio. And I went to the first one that shows like a mask on it. And that's what we were laughing at, that we look like aliens. So you can laugh with us and even post it if you want. I'll post the ones of us.
Post the ones of us.
It was scary, not great.
I looked like an alien.
Horrible. So I don't want that golden ratio on my face.
Yeah,
No,
but
thank
the
you.
other one that we did,
But the other one that was like just makeup, it didn't show like
it didn't proportion out our face, but it put like makeup on what the most symmetrical face would be.
Yeah.
And it does look
That one looked great. Yeah, that
it
one
does
looked
look
great.
nicer. But I'm going to talk a little bit about, we're going to talk about the theory, and then I'm going to kind of trickle in my theory into it as well.
Yeah.
I mean, this is just a conversation. This is actually going to be like a fun episode because it's a little bit of less medicine.
Yeah.
So, okay. So the golden ratio, it's a special number that is approximately equal to 1.618 for those of you that really want that number.
For you math people out
For
there.
you math people out there.
I'm not, but go ham.
So it's okay. So this number, it's also called the golden section and the golden mean, right? And or the divine proportion. So
Divine.
yeah, and the divine proportion, it comes from divina proportiona. Yeah, something
Very
like
European.
that. But it's basically, if you look at it, if you Google it, it's this shape and it's these triangular shapes.
I'll
and
put
it's-
it here.
Yeah. It's,
For those of you watching on YouTube, I'll put it here.
Yeah.
But if not,
and if
do what
not, you can
say.
just Google it.
Yeah.
You'll see it's basically like beautifully like proportioned triangles that makes like this beautiful shape. Okay. So it has many interesting properties and applications in mathematics, art, nature, and design. I'm sure someone has it tattooed on their body somewhere.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Absolutely. It's actually like a cool looking tattoo now that I think of it. Like the little spiral thing.
Yeah,
The Fibonacci sequence. That's like a
guess.
nice one. I like it. Okay,
I
whatever.
guess. So it is related to what Julie just said, Fibonacci sequence, the pentagon, the dodecahedron, and the icosahedron.
So glad you're
Jesus.
reading this.
Okay.
So glad.
All I thought about was my virology class because these
Yeah.
are like the virus shapes and stuff like that. Anyways, so this sequence also includes fractals, chaos, and many other topics. Very out there for me. This is not what I studied.
I love this shit.
Yeah, Julie's face. If you guys can see Julie's face, she's like in it. She's like,
I'm
yeah.
like, tell me more.
Yeah, tell me more.
I had a lot of fun writing this one.
So some people believe that the golden ratio is aesthetically pleasing and can be found in many natural and human-made objects such as flowers, shells, faces, buildings, paintings, and music. So
Yeah.
it is real. It is a really pretty shape. It reminds me of, oh my God, what is that shape? The one that has, it's like a circle, and then and everyone says that like everything in the universe like has this shape.
It's a Fibonacci sequence.
Is it this shape?
Okay. Well,
Oh, but maybe it is that
right,
then.
because it does you see, because it does
Yeah.
the little shell looking
Geo.
thing. So then it kind of like falls into that sequence, is like what they say at least. Like if
This, this.
but you see that
It is many of that.
So it's just like like
like a little spiral.
exactly. So it's a
That's
Fibonacci
exactly
sequence
it.
that just like spiralizes.
Yeah, the Fibonacci spiral.
But
That's
like
exactly what it is.
But like the main thing is that even if this is like the base shape of it.
Yeah,
So then as
exactly.
long as that base shape is in something, it could be that, it could be that, it could be that.
Yeah.
We find it more aesthetically pleasing for whatever reason.
Okay.
So that's like the basis of the theory behind it. I
Yes.
fucking love this shit. Anyway,
I
go
know
ahead.
Julie's going ham, and I'm over here just trying to. I'm like, what is this? Like, trying to find the shape of this and everything. But anyways, okay. So
I think that's
how?
why I love flowers.
Oh, maybe.
Flowers have it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
So, how does it relate to attractiveness? So, some scientists have suggested that the golden ratio can also influence how attractive we find each other, and especially like people's faces. So, they argue that the faces that are more symmetrical and more proportional, according to the golden ratio, are going to be more appealing to us. However, this is not universal or a proven rule,
Yeah.
and there's many other factors that affect our perception of attractiveness, such as personality, culture, preferences.
Yeah. This is a theory.
Yeah, exactly. This is a
Theory. There's like
Exactly.
not like hard based evidence on this. Like,
Yeah.
you know.
So,
Okay.
I'm gonna take it.
The golden ratio can be applied to the human face by using a mask, like we were trying to do with Instagram, and you could go on Instagram and do what we were doing by using a mask that divides the face into sections based on the golden ratio. The mask has a vertical line that passes through the center of the face and two horizontal lines that divide the face into 3 equal parts. The mask also has 4 diagonal lines that connect the corners of the eyes, the tip of the nose, and the corners of the mouth. The mask can be used. I'm going to put it here for those of you watching on YouTube. I'll put it right here, what the mask looks like. If not, just look at it. It's a super easy Google search. The mask can be used to measure the symmetry and proportion of the facial features, such as the eyes, nose, mouth, and chin. Honestly, like there's a bunch of those filters out there that they mess around with my chin. First of all, I don't really like using filters because they like, it doesn't even look like me anymore.
Yeah.
And it's like, who am I lying?
Yeah.
Who am I trying to lie here?
know.
But anyways, they do something to my chin that I'm like, it's specifically my chin. I don't know what the hell it is about my face, but it's sometimes like tiny and I'm like, where'd it go?
Where'd it go?
Where'd it go? I have no chin. Like this is anyway. The more the facial features align with the mask, the more they are considered to follow the golden ratio. So some examples of celebrities who have been found to have high scores of facial symmetry and proportion according to the golden ratio are Natalie Portman,
Beautiful.
Beyonce,
Beautiful.
gorgeous, and Bella Hadid.
Beautiful.
Well, she had surgery to get her. Have you seen her before and afters?
No, I haven't seen
Right now.
it.
Look it up right now.
No
Bella
way.
Hadid before and after doesn't even look the same. It's like a Kylie Jenner all over again.
Oh, sorry. I'm thinking about Gigi Hadid.
No. I don't know about Gigi, but Bella,
Okay.
the brunette.
Yeah.
Her before and afters are like Kylie. Look at that.
Wow.
Dude, this plastic surgeon is an artist.
She actually, no wonders. I always thought to myself, I'm like, man, Bella Hadid looks so different to Gigi Hadid.
Yeah, there you go.
But now that I'm seeing her original, she looks more like Gigi here.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
Yeah, look at how high they put her eyebrows there.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I mean, she's wearing that bun that's like tight.
Yeah, but look, her eyebrows are always like that though.
Yeah.
Like they definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Look at
yeah,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
man. I when I first saw that, I'm like, damn, she pulled the Kylie there.
I know.
Their facial features are well balanced and even, and they match the golden ratio mask closely. However, this does not mean that they are the only ones who are beautiful or that everyone who follows a golden ratio is beautiful. Beauty is subjective, as we keep saying. This is a theory and depends on many other factors besides the golden ratio. So the science.
So the science behind attractiveness. Okay, so
See,
attractiveness.
I'm bringing science into this.
I know. So attractiveness is believed to be the reflection of an individual's health and reproductive viability.
See, there is medicine to this. I promise there is.
That's insane.
It's
Like,
true.
If
It's
you're
like
attractive, you're more able to get pregnant.
it's like the
What?
lizard brain thing. It like
Lizard brain thing. What?
you haven't heard of like the it's like a monomer. It's like, you know, lizard brain. It means like your caveman brain.
Okay. Like
yeah.
archaic brain.
Yeah, exactly. It's that. It's like a woman that has big hips could carry my son.
Lord.
Caveman. Bah. Crap.
That stuff.
That stuff.
Okay, so it's been found that certain features such as leg to body ratio and body composition may play a role in determining attractiveness as well. So there have been studies that have shown that the average of the lower body ratio.
Leg to body ratio.
Yeah, I was gonna say lower body.
That's the same.
Yeah, same thing.
You're not wrong.
All right, so leg to body ratio are rated as the most attractive, indicating good health and reproductive potential.
Those long
That
legs.
is so shitty.
I know, it's horrible.
I know. It's like, what?
I guess
And the thing is, like, beauty is subjective.
And
So
you know, if you think about it, back in the 1950s, remember like the bomber girls and stuff like that? They were always like sitting with their legs like,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, like the typical bombshells, like
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, that they were always like with the titties out and then like just with the crossed legs, like long
yeah, crazy.
crazy. And you
I know.
really look back into it, you're like, fuck yeah, it's I see it now.
Barbie.
Barbie.
Yeah, I know.
Exactly.
Which
Perfect example.
Which the movie is like totally against that. Anyways, so additionally, body composition, specifically fat and muscle mass, also influences perceived attractiveness. The optimal fat and muscle mass for men's bodies align with healthy ranges, while for women, the most attractive fat mass is lower than the healthiest appearing fat mass.
fucking
What?
great. Yeah, I mean,
Wait,
are you
I have
shocked?
to-
Are you shocked by that?
Wait,
It means like that we find, or at least people that find men attractive, it aligns like their body fat composition aligns with their attractiveness. So
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
healthy
Yeah.
and it's still like fine. Now for us,
Oh,
for
I see
women,
what it's trying to say, yeah.
it doesn't align. Like the body fat with healthy.
Yeah, the
like,
fat
it
mass
doesn't-
is lower. Yeah.
Are you shocked? Because I'm not.
No, I'm
When I read that, I'm like, of course it is. Of course.
Which is crazy because back
I know.
then, like in like back then, that was
Yeah.
like a sign of like attractiveness and royalty and like all
But
this.
that's because they had money.
Yeah, exactly.
So then it was like, oh, they have money. They're chubby because
Yeah,
they have money.
money.
So then it's like there's
Yeah.
attractiveness to that. Now it's
Exactly.
like, oh, you're fat because you eat like fast food or whatever,
Yeah.
and then that's like, which I go into. It's shitty all over. The mentality around it is all shitty.
Very
because-
vain.
just
Very
horrible because it's not true. you
Yeah.
know, there's a lot of problems and reasons why people are either really really thin or very very heavy. Like
Yeah.
it's not based on just laziness or
Yeah,
anything.
yeah,
It's
for
bullshit.
sure, for sure.
But anyway, continue.
All right, so these findings suggest that attractiveness is linked to indicators of good health and reproductive fitness or vanity.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's true. Social cultural factors
There
may
you go.
also play a role in determining ideal body size and composition.
100%.
And at the end of the day, like ideal to each their own,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So
And that's
what
why
is
we
ideal
decided-
for me is probably not ideal for someone
It's
else.
not for us. Like
Yeah.
we have different tastes, which is a great thing. But it's like very, very different for everyone. And for cultures too, which I've mentioned, you know,
Yes.
culturally it's very different.
Yeah.
You know? So facial attractiveness. Facial attractiveness is complex, as we were just saying right now.
Yeah.
And it's subjective. Again, that has been studied by many, many studies and many researchers. So some of the common features that make a face attractive are symmetry, as we've mentioned. A symmetrical face is more appealing than an asymmetrical one, and it indicates good health and genetic quality. Proportion. The size and shape of the facial features should be balanced and harmonious with each other and the whole face. For example, the eyes, nose, and mouth should not be too large or too small, and the forehead, cheekbones, and chin should not be too high or too low. Smoothness. Smooth and clear skin is preferred over wrinkled or blemished skin as it reflects youthfulness and vitality. It's great because I was a pizza face when I was in my high school years. That
You know
was
what's
not fun.
crazy? You know, I really feel like it's just that people are like so hard on themselves. And that's why this episode, I'm like, damn, like we are, like humans are like really hard on themselves.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when I see someone with acne, yes, I'm like, I see your acne, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not like,
But
you shouldn't leave the house. You know?
that's something that has changed over time too, though. Because I remember in high school,
Yeah.
I mean, I took Accutane and everything. I needed to get rid of it. Like I was, now it's become, thanks to Gen Z, it's become more of an acceptable thing. Like, oh yeah, you have acne. Yeah, don't, who cares? Like it's normal, this and that. You know, back then, at least talking on my personal experience, it was like, no, cover it up. No, that's awful. Like, you know, slather that thing up with makeup. Don't you dare, which is only making it worse.
Yeah. No, not only that, but like people that do have acne, it doesn't mean that you shouldn't, like, they're obviously going to be down about it and
100%.
insecure and stuff like that. But it's so crazy. We're so hard on ourselves because to me, it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, 100%. And finally, sexual dimorphism. A face that displays features typical of its sex is more attractive than a face that is ambiguous or androgynous. For example, a feminine face has a small nose, full lips, large eyes, and a round chin, while a masculine face has a strong brow, square jaw, and a prominent nose.
You know, okay, so there's this like famous.
Nose,
I think I don't know. I think I have like a medium.
No, yeah, you have a normal nose.
Whatever.
Yeah.
But I don't have like a chin. My chin gets lost, and I don't have like.
I think it's proportional though.
But
you mean your jaw though?
Yeah, like my jaw.
Okay,
like I have a round jaw, so it like blends in with my chin. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean that's not a bad thing. Clearly, apparently, like it's.
No,
not
I know, but my smile, like there's no
Like you mean definition?
Definition, exactly.
Oh, okay.
So, but anyways, again, we're all hard on each other.
Yeah.
Or all hard on ourselves. So, funny thing is that on TikTok, there was this super famous trending filter.
Okay.
The glamorous, the
bold glamour.
Bold glamour.
I look horrible with it. I look
when
like
I
Shrek.
put it on, I was like, let me see what the hype is about. And I would see other people put it, and I was like, oh, wow, it makes them look great.
Yeah, some people, it looks great.
And then I put it on myself. I looked...
Same.
Awful.
I looked
awful.
Manly.
Manly. Yeah. Or what I envision what manly looks like.
Exactly.
So I was like, how is this? I look like a man.
Yeah. And they even updated it, and I did the updated version. Still, same thing. I don't use it.
Yeah, no,
I don't use it. It's just too much. Anyway. Yeah. So, however, these features are not universal or fixed, as they can vary across cultures and time periods. We just talked about time periods. Different societies may have different standards and preferences for facial beauty depending on their values, norms, and environmental factors. For example, some cultures may favor lighter or darker skin tones, thinner or fuller lips, narrower or wider eyes, etc. Moreover, the perception of facial attractiveness can change over time. We touched upon that, as historical trends and fashions influence the ideal of beauty. For example, in ancient Egypt...
Here we go.
I did it on purpose.
I did it on purpose. Shameless plug.
I mean, come on, Cleopatra. I mean,
yeah.
You can't. Anyway, for example, in ancient Egypt, a long and slender face was considered attractive, while in medieval Europe, a round and plump face was preferred.
Yeah.
So that's very drastic and different. Therefore, facial attractiveness is not a simple or objective concept, but a dynamic and relative one that depends on various biological... He's cleaning his butthole.
His butthole.
It's great.
I just wanted to make sure he didn't take anything from my purse.
No, he's just cleaning his butthole on my bed. It's great. Yeah. Anyway, various biological, psychological, social... Let me just restart that again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of his butthole now. We went from facial attractiveness to my dog's butthole. Brownie, stop!
He's cleaning his butt.
Quit it. It's distracting, man. Yeah. So therefore. Facial attractiveness is not a simple or objective concept, but a dynamic and relative one that depends on various biological, psychological, social, and historical factors. What one person or culture finds attractive may not be the same as what another person or culture does.
Yeah.
Beauty is indeed in the eye of the beholder.
If y'all were to see Julie right now saying that, she's like up and close and personal with the camera.
That Celsius hit in an empty stomach, so I'm here.
Oh, goodness. I need to catch up. Okay. So physical attractiveness This for sure differs for everyone.
100%.
So some of the general factors that contribute to body attractiveness are body shape. Okay, so the shape of the body can indicate health, fitness, fertility, and strength. For example, a low waist to hip ratio in women and a higher shoulder to waist ratio in men are associated with reproductive potential and attractiveness.
Yeah, it reminds me of bodybuilding. Like my dad was a bodybuilder, and the ideal like bodybuilder shape is that V shape.
Yeah, the V shape. Yeah.
So it's like your super wide upper back, and then tiny hips, like like that. It was always like I still have like photos of my dad and like his bodybuilding age, and
oh my god, how funny!
It's crazy to think about, but it's true. It's like, and then the ones that have the more exaggerated like shape like that, Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah.
Perfect example back in his prime. They won all the awards. I mean, that man won Mr. Universe I don't know how many times.
I know.
So, anyway.
So body size, the size of the body can reflect nutritional status, lifestyle, and social class. For example, a slim body may be preferred in cultures where food is scarce, right? Scarce.
Or sparse. Tomato. Wander.
So I think it's scarce though, right?
I think so too. Yeah.
Okay.
I would say scarce, but
yeah. So for example, a slim body may be preferred in cultures where food is scarce or expensive, while fuller bodies may be preferred in cultures where food is abundant or cheap. So body movement, the way a person moves their body, can convey confidence, grace, emotion, and personality. So, for example, a smooth and rhythmic movement may be more attractive than a stiff and jerky one. Tune into our TikTok where Julie and I dance.
I am negative.
By no means am I good at what I'm doing, but Julie...
Girl, in comparison to me, I am on the negative scale on the physical body
we didn't post
movement
the first
attractiveness.
one. We didn't post the first.
No, we didn't because I was like
so good.
I landed in the street.
No, Julie almost cha-cha'd into her neighbors across the street's house.
Oh my god, horrible.
I was literally like, Julie, where the fuck are you going? Where are you going?
Somewhere else, clearly.
But anyways, okay, so body adornment. All right, this is definitely very cultural.
Yeah.
So the use of clothing, accessories, tattoos, piercings, and other forms of body modification can enhance or diminish the attractiveness of the body. For example, a well-fitted and stylish outfit may be more attractive than a poorly fitted and outdated one.
Okay.
But there are other cultures and you know, religions and
big time. The one that comes into mind immediately when I hear like body adornment with attractiveness is Indian culture. Yeah. Because those brides look incredible.
I know. They
like
look
an
so
Indian
beautiful.
bride, they are the definition of body adornment.
My God,
it's amazing.
My medical school roomie and bestie, she's Pakistani, and I went to her wedding, and they celebrate she celebrated 3 different days. Mm-hmm. Every single day, just their outfit.
That's what I'm saying.
Her makeup, her jewelry,
everything. It's like
her henna. Like, it was just gorgeous.
That's why, that's the first thing that comes into mind.
The
that type
colors,
of everything's vibrant. Everything is just like
the red gown that she wore. Wow,
it's maximalism to its core. Like, it's just
she looked gorgeous.
Absolutely.
I cried when I saw her. Okay.
And I really want to go to a wedding like that one day.
Oh my God.
I want to befriend somebody
and everyone
just to go to their wedding.
And everyone looks great.
I know.
So it's like the whole family. Yeah, the whole family looks amazing. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, it's incredible. Yeah. I'm here for it. Anyway, good.
Okay, anyways, so however, these factors are not universal or fixed, as they can vary across the cultures from time periods. So different societies may have different standards and other preferences for body beauty, depending on their values, norms, and environmental factors. So, for example, some cultures may favor taller or shorter stature, lighter or darker skin, muscular or slender physique. Moreover, the perception of body attractiveness can change over time as historical trends and fashions influences the idea of body beauty. So, for example, in ancient Greece, a muscular and athletic body was considered attractive, while in the Renaissance Europe, a curvy and voluptuous body was preferred. Okay. So I think I've seen this a lot too, like even in makeup trends.
Oh, yeah.
I love makeup.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So do I.
It was just been a part of my life for a really long time.
I have a problem with red lipstick, but I love makeup.
Yeah, exactly. But if you notice, like the way that we used to do our makeup
Oh yeah.
is very different.
There's really good filters on that.
Really?
Oh my God, you haven't seen her?
No.
You would love that. There's
Yeah.
filters of like 70s, even like the 20s makeup and stuff like that, and how
yeah.
you would look.
Exactly.
with it on. It's so
And
cool.
it's crazy because, you know, now like this time like very popular was like the clean girl aesthetic. You know what I mean? And then I could just compare it to like the 80s. you
Yeah.
know? The 80s is not clean girl aesthetic.
Color.
Yeah, color.
a big,
bold,
yeah, everything.
big. Everything is big. Bigger is better.
Big hair, just
Yeah.
everything. Yeah.
Exactly. Big shoulder pads.
Exactly. And not even that long ago, like just maybe, I think I saw it with one of these makeup influencers that I really like. I mean, there's so many of them, but I forgot. Rose and Ben.
Yeah.
She was like, I'm going to do half of my face of current,
Yeah.
like how, you know, it's
Yeah.
trending right now. And then the other half of, I think, 2016 or whatever. And 2016 was all about the super defined eyebrow.
Yeah,
That's like
yeah.
super cut
Yeah,
crease.
cut crease, yeah.
And then like very, very heavy eye makeup.
Yeah.
But then a nude lip.
Yeah.
And then heavy on the contour.
Yeah,
Like
super heavy on
really
contour,
heavy on
yeah.
contour. And then the other side of the face, which isn't more now, it's more like subtle.
Yeah.
Like a little lighter on the contour,
Exactly.
maybe a little bit of blush, and then like
Yeah.
super light makeup,
Yeah,
eye
and
makeup,
then the
you know?
blush was only like on the top.
Yeah.
Now then it's like everywhere, like all the way up here.
It's so different
It's so different. So that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
beauty is, you know, it's so different.
very-
It changes
all the time.
all the time. And you know what's coming back?
What?
That I've seen plenty of people talking about already?
What?
Thin eyebrows.
Fuck that.
And I'm never gonna
Nope.
do thin eyebrows.
Nope.
But
I'm not doing it.
it's
not doing it.
coming back.
Not doing it.
Another thing that I love, like fashion sense, like, you know, before it used to be like tight, cropped, like all these things. Now it's like very baggy pants,
Like
like
in the
baggy
90s.
jeans, like in the 90s, exactly. Maybe like a tight crop or something.
But then huge jeans.
But even a big sweater and
Yeah.
everything is just like the chic, you know?
Exactly. Yeah, and also Gen Z, like you guys are telling me to have been telling me to get rid of skinny jeans. That's not gonna happen.
Oh yeah,
Not
I
gonna
know. I don't know
I'm a
when that
millennial.
happened.
I don't know. I'm a millennial.
I don't know when all of a sudden that became like a sin to wear skinny jeans.
Yeah, I'm not gonna wear baggy. I can't. My thighs are too big.
Oh, I wear baggy jeans all the time.
I can't. I
love
feel like
them.
I look massive in it.
I know,
can't
but
do
I
it.
think it's so when I first put on the baggy jeans, I was like, oh no, like I do not look good in this. But I think it's again because we are so fixed on how we kind of grew up
Right.
and like when we got like our own sense of fashion,
right.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I guess
then
that.
now I love it. I
Yeah.
love baggy jeans but the thing is that when I put on skinny jeans, I'm like, oh, I forgot how much I love these.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So
And I don't mean like death defying skinny.
No, I know.
You know, I don't mean that, but I'm not gonna get rid of my whole wardrobe
No,
for this
no,
fad.
definitely
Like,
not.
I'm sorry, Gen Z.
I
but
know,
I'm
and
not
there's
doing
even
it.
videos of people is like, hey, millennials, like, here's a good transition from skinny jeans. And I'm like, I don't need to transition.
I'm not
from
doing
anything.
it.
Yeah,
I'm not
exactly.
doing it. Just like the skinny bras, hell no.
Yeah.
Look at these things. They're not going anywhere. Absolutely not. Anyway,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
All right. So body attractiveness is not simple and it's not objective, but a dynamic and a relative one that depends on various biological, physiological, social, and historical factors. So what one person or culture finds attractive may not be the same as another person's culture or
Definitely not.
yeah.
I mean, we even see it in the Hispanic culture. We're Hispanic, and we see it like the classic trope with Hispanic culture is that Hispanic men like curvier women, you know, all that stuff. While like this is all very stereotypical theory. Like I'm not saying that this
Well,
is real.
Bad Bunny did not fit that criteria with Kendall Jenner.
Yeah, clearly not.
Yeah.
You know, clearly not. But that's what I'm saying. It's all like the
There's like
stereotypical.
videos of Kendall Jenner dancing, like trying to like
So like me.
perrear with
Well, no, I know
with
how to
Bad
do
Bunny.
that. Like,
No, girl, you are not. Like Kendall Jenner is not like
see, like my butt has rhythm, but the rest of my body does not follow it.
it's fine.
Anyway, but then the trope is the other like aspect is like white men, like
Yeah.
like more like thin,
Yeah.
you know, just big boobs. Forget the butt, you know, just big boobs and thin, like all around thin,
Yeah.
which is like different from Hispanic men that like the butt, the thing, like Kim Kardashian pretty much in her prime, like
Yeah, yeah,
that body style, you know? So it's just, it really depends. And that's just very stereotypical, like just the, you know, generalization of that theory. But
Yeah.
that it's still here to this day. I mean, not that long ago, remember Kim Kardashian, J-Lo, all of them are the ones that brought that type of like body image per se. Before that, it was all these models like Kate Moss and whatever, that they were real thin, like super, super thin. And that's what was in when we grew up. And I mean, there's so many funny TikToks in that.
I know.
But it's, us millennials, we are scarred. Like we survived the 90s with everyone at Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera. Remember when they were like
skinny,
super skinny? Exactly.
Don't you remember when, I love her, Ashley Graham? On the cover of Sports Illustrated.
She's gorgeous.
She's
man.
beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. And it was such a historical moment when she got on the cover of Sports Illustrated.
Yep.
And I was just like, why? It's so beautiful. But of course, it's not the standard that Sports Illustrated had.
Yeah, because it was all these like very, very thin, fit,
Super busty.
Exactly. But yeah, so it's different.
Okay, moving on. So the other thing is facial expressions. So gestures and non-visual cues are important ways of communicating our emotions and intentions. So our body language.
Yeah.
They can also affect our attraction to others as they reveal how we feel about them and how they feel about us. So some of the ways that these cues influence attractions are facial expressions. It can show positive or negative emotions, happiness, sadness, anger, disgust. Positive emotions such as smiling, laughing, raising the eyebrows can signal interest, liking, flirtation. Negative emotions such as frowning, scowling, narrowing eyes can signal just. I'm just trying to say, like, can you imagine furrowing your eyebrows and telling someone that you love them?
Hold on. I want to try this.
I love you.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I didn't like say it that way, but it's like, I love you. I really wish everyone on the podcast that's listening to us can see our facial expressions right now. We're really trying to.
Oh my God, it'll be on YouTube. So
yeah, we're trying to use our negative emotions, but say positive things.
Okay, I'll try it now. But I can't even say anything. But it's like, what tone am I using for this? Am I using a happy tone?
Yeah, a happy tone.
I love you.
Guys,
oh my God,
go to your significant other or a family member or a loved one and just do a negative emotion face, but with a positive tone.
When we say like a negative emotion face, like pretend you saw something disgusting or you smelled something like a fart. Like,
wait a minute, I'm gonna say something else. Like, okay, I'm gonna say you are so awesome.
Oh my God, okay. Do it. To the camera, go. You look like you just saw somebody.
Because I'm trying. It's actually really hard.
I know.
To do something negative.
It doesn't happen
when you want to say something positive.
100%.
So I'm trying to like look like disgusted. Like, you look so.
Oh my God, I'm sweating. I'm fucking sweating. My hands are clammy again. This is awesome. Okay. I'll try.
You try.
Okay. I can't do it. The words can't come out of my mouth.
I told you, it's really hard.
Okay. Hold on. I could do this. Come on. Disconnect. It's hard to disconnect the face from the voice, right?
Feeling, yeah.
You look awesome. She doesn't even have that tone of voice. What voice is that?
You look awesome.
I'm trying to force it out. That's the thing. It's like, you look awesome. Who is that talking? That's not me.
That's not true.
Okay, last time. Do sad.
Okay.
Do a sad face and then say, I'm happy. It's the opposite.
I'm so happy. No, I can't.
You almost Scotty. You were there.
I know. Just like, I'm so happy. But I have to say it like happier. I'm so happy. Okay, guys, we're having way too much fun with this.
Oh my God, this will be a great clip. Anyway, stay tuned for that.
Okay, so gestures can convey meaning, emphasis, attitude, such as pointing, nodding, shrugging. They can also be used to draw attention, initiate. I'm already thinking of how to do this.
I'm like
but
dizzy from laughing.
So they can also be used to draw attention, initiate contact, create intimacy, such as touching, hugging, or kissing. Gestures that are open, relaxed, oriented towards the other person can indicate attraction, while gestures that are closed, tense, and or oriented away from the person can indicate aversion.
So it's like if you're gonna hug someone, but you look like you're aversion.
Yeah, I know. Just like. So it's like an
uncomfortable hug.
Yeah,
like an uncomfortable hug, I guess. Like,
just like. Guys, crazy. I really wish you could see us right now.
you really should.
This shouldn't. Oh my God.
Anyway,
This is funny. This is funny.
Okay.
Non-visual cues can include vocal, olfactory, or tactile signals, such as tone of voice, scent, or touch. They can also affect your attraction to others, such as convey information, emotions, or arousal. For example, a high-pitched, fast, loud voice can indicate excitement, nervousness, or anger, while a low-pitched, slow, soft voice can indicate calmness, confidence, or intimacy. So a pleasant, natural, and familiar scent can also attract us, while unpleasant, artificial, or unfamiliar scents can repel us.
Yeah.
So actually, this is just me. So everyone has different senses of smell, but let's say sometimes when I put on a perfume and I think it's too florally,
Yeah.
what I'll do is that I have a body splash that's vanilla,
Okay.
like a vanilla bourbon. So it just like warms it up and like tones it down.
Okay.
So, I mean, definitely like,
Did you get the perfume finally?
no, I haven't gotten the perfume. I know, I need to get it.
Hello?
It's just, I know, it's the house. I've been so preoccupied with the house.
Online and Sephora.
I know, online and Sephora. I know. The thing is that if I go on Sephora, I'm going to buy more than just the perfume. And then it's going to become a problem. Because I still need to do a lot of shit at the house. So I'm trying to avoid Sephora at all costs. But I actually need to change out my perfumes. There's a couple of perfumes that I have that are like old.
Whatever.
So they change.
Yeah. But whatever you do, you need that one in your arsenal.
I
like
know.
100%.
It's really good.
Anyway, but like, I mean, I'm like a huge scent person.
Yeah, me too.
Like, not even perfumes, colognes. Yes, 100%. I love a good cologne on a man. 100%. Mario has like really good ones, but it's beyond that, and it goes back to our pheromones episode.
Yeah.
Check that one out, so you could understand what I'm about to say. But there's something there.
Yeah.
Okay, because it could be like just your scent. Everybody has a scent.
Yeah,
like a
everyone has a
natural
scent.
sense of
Yeah.
theirs, and that's like a huge part of attraction
Yeah,
to me.
definitely.
At least personally to me. There's I guess it's a musk, maybe is what it would be called. I don't know what the word
musk
is for
definitely
it.
like that body
Right?
type of
Like, yeah, and I'm not
scent.
talking about like sweat or something
No,
gross.
no.
It's not anything gross like that. It's just a scent.
Yeah.
Like there's just a scent.
Yeah. And there's people that actually like the smell of sweat.
Yeah, that's true. You see, there's something to
Yeah.
it. There's something
So,
there. Like I don't know.
I'm not
what.
talking. I'm not talking about bo. you
No,
know?
no,
Like,
no.
I'm talking about
Just sweat.
sweat. Yeah.
It has a sense of its own other
It's
than
like what people
BO.
say is you walk into a room and it smells like sex.
Exactly.
Yeah. There
That's
has to be
it.
something.
There has to be
there,
something there because how the hell can you sense that out?
Yeah.
And then there's also this is how different people like smell because the same perfume I wear, it will smell different from you.
Yeah.
100%.
No. Yeah.
You know, it's the body oils and all that
There's
stuff.
been like times where I have like other people's like clothes and I'm like, oh, it smells like this person.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. Anyway,
All right. Well, that was a tangent. So
we were talking about it, you know.
So to wrap it up, facial expressions, gestures, non-visual cues can really tune into like the attraction that we have to other people as they communicate our feelings and intentions as well as influence their feelings and intentions towards us. So, I mean,
we didn't talk about RBF,
yeah, resting bitch face.
which I suffer from it bad.
Julie has really bad RBF.
I do.
I don't think I have it. I think
No, you
sometimes
don't.
I'm just like lost in space. So,
No, you really don't.
okay, social media.
Alrighty. So social media influence and cosmetic procedures. This is huge in the world of attractiveness and what we're talking about right now because
in Miami.
you cannot, in Miami, LA, definitely. because you cannot argue that social media has a huge influence in
course.
what we find attractive these days and what's trending and all that
It's
stuff.
pretty sad because I see it a lot in teenagers.
Oh, yeah.
First of all, when you're a teen and an adolescent, you're in a very sensitive time period because your body is changing. Hormones,
Just
everything that's like small is massive to you.
yeah.
So then you have social media and you compare yourself. Yeah, you compare yourself to other people. I had a patient tell me she's sexually active. She's young, like maybe 14 or 15.
Jeez, okay.
That's not even bad. So, or
in
my world,
in your field,
okay, yeah. So she's sexually active, and I was talking to her about like contraception, oral contraception, like oral birth control pills. And she was like, well, I don't want to take them. And then I was like, why? And she's like, because they're going to make me gain weight. And then I was like, yeah, but you're having unprotected sex and you're running the risk of getting pregnant.
Yeah.
And then and just in my mind, I was like, how is that? And so I told her, I was like, what's worse? Maybe gaining a little bit of weight or not being protected and getting pregnant? And she literally just shrugged her shoulders. Like
that's how important it is.
And she started crying. When I was like, because she saw my face and I was like, are you serious? You really think that is worth it? And she started crying because she was you can tell that there's a lot of social pressures.
Yeah. It's 14's hard, man. Yeah. It's hard. What about the Paragard? Maybe Paragard would be a good option for her. She doesn't have like heavy bleeding or something like that.
Yeah, they could do Paragard and stuff. But remember, it's also, I'm not like adolescents, like IUDs and stuff like that. It's not that they can't have it. It's just that a lot of providers like don't do it because of their age. So they prefer to give them birth control pills or maybe the Nexplanon,
right? That was
gonna
be my next one.
Instead of a younger person that hasn't given birth or something like that.
Damn, man.
Totally doable because I've done it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of non-hormonal like condoms, fuck it at that point, but non-hormonal BC. And I'm like, oh, Paragard, but just do condoms, man.
Yeah. So the Paragard is the copper IUD. So
yeah, and it's non-hormonal because the copper is like natural spermicide or whatever.
Yeah, it changes the pH.
Yeah, all of that stuff. So anyway, but damn, that just comes to show you how important being attractive, being in a lower weight or whatever is, Anyway, so social media and other influences can shape our expectations and desires for cosmetic enhancements in various ways, such as it can expose us to a large number of images of people who have undergone cosmetic procedures such as Botox, fillers, or surgery. 100%. Have you seen Demi Moore?
I haven't seen her in a while.
Okay. I went down a TikTok rabbit hole about her because she looks now like a goddess. She was
already beautiful.
Okay. But like a couple of years ago, she went down, I think it was New York Fashion Week or something like that. And she had her face butchered. Like it was she did like these fillers, but it was like implants in her cheekbones and her jaw was all disfigured. Like everybody was talking about it. Like, oh my God, what happened to Demi Moore's face? It's horrible. Now she just recently came out because of a show or a movie or whatever. This woman she undid everything.
Yeah.
And then now she's 61, 62 or something like that. The woman looks like she's 40 at most. And like a gorgeous 40-year-old.
Yeah.
Incredible. So you see that and it's like, 61, 62-year-old. But I'm like, yeah, she underwent like heavy stuff. It's not because but anyway, she looks incredible.
Sometimes less is more.
Exactly. And that's pretty much what I think ended up happening in her case. But anyway, so these images can create a social comparison, just like you had said, effect where we judge our own appearance based on how we perceive others' appearances. This can lead to dissatisfaction, envy, or insecurity and increase the desire to improve our own features. Social media can also provide us with positive feedback and social rewards for enhancing our appearance, such as likes, comments, or followers. Yeah, that's that dopamine rush that you're like seeking forth. So it's like a vicious cycle. Like, if I do this or I pose better or I lose weight or whatever, I get
do it
more
for the
likes.
brand.
Yeah. So these rewards can reinforce the idea that cosmetic enhancements are desirable, beneficial, or necessary and motivate us to seek more of them. It can also influence our self-perception and self-presentation through the use of filters, like we had just tried very badly earlier. So self-perception and self-presentation through the use of filters, editing, or other digital manipulation. These tools can create a distorted or unrealistic image of ourselves, which can make us feel dissatisfied with our natural appearance or create a gap between our online and offline selves. That's just crazy to even think about. This can increase the desire to match our real appearance with our idealized online image, which I have been seeing that like on social media, talking about social media, that people are now going to their plastic surgeons or whatever, or not even plastic surgeons, but their dermatologists, whoever they go to for fillers and whatnot. I want my face to look like this in this filter.
Yeah.
So, and then they put the fillers and whatever it is according to that filter. It's like, it's intense.
Which I think is also the responsibility of the injector to kind of say, this is not going to work for you.
Right. If it's not going to work.
You want your lips to change to have more volume. But when you actually look at the size of your original lips, there's only so much that's going to fit in there, you know?
Yeah, it should definitely be, they should be more transparent with that. Be like, this isn't going to look good for your situation or whatever. But I mean, they gotta make the money. They have their life, you know, it's their livelihood. Other influences such as celebrities, peers, media, or culture can also shape our expectations and desires for cosmetic enhancements by creating or promoting certain beauty standards or trends that we may want to follow or fit in. These standards or trends can vary across time, place, or group and may not reflect our own preferences or needs. However, they can create a social pressure or norm that can influence our decisions or behaviors. Therefore, social media and other influences can shape our expectations and desires for cosmetic enhancements in various ways by affecting our comparison, feedback, perception, presentation, and pressure. These effects can have positive or negative impacts in our self-esteem, well-being, and happiness. 100%. There's like a mental health like relation to that, for sure.
And then our next section about attractiveness is just the cultural differences, which we kind of already like kind of touched on. But again, like beauty standards are the criteria that people use to judge the physical attractiveness of themselves and others. So beauty standards can vary, obviously, depending on where you're from. So skin color is one of them.
It's a huge difference in cultures.
Yeah, huge difference in cultures. So body shape is another one in some cultures. So thinner, slimmer bodies are valued as they're linked to like fitness or youth or elegance. But for example, France, Italy, Brazil, people follow strict diets and exercise regimens to maintain that slender figure. But in other cultures, fuller, curvier bodies are admired and they're wanted, indicative of abundance, strength, fertility. So facial features is another one. So in some cultures, certain facial features are considered more attractive. This is so funny enough. This is something that I learned when I went to medical school because I was not around Hispanics 100% of the time. I was exposed to a lot of different cultures. And so two of my really amazing friends from medical school are Korean. And one day we were just talking and we look like we were all into like makeup, all these things.
And they have fantastic makeup and skincare.
But it's so crazy. The way that they do their makeup, she was my friend Esther was explaining it to me. She's like, no, Koreans, they do a certain makeup technique to like make your bottom eyes look more puffier, more baby, like dough-like. And baby, like that little fat pad that baby has sometimes, so that you can look like cuter like and more youthful. Exactly.
Interesting.
And then like what their lips, like they just shade like the darkest of the lip is like the inner, like the inside. It's not so lined around. So it looks more like a bitten look.
Yes.
You know?
Yes. Interesting.
Yeah.
When it comes to like, and that you see the very opposite of that is like Middle Eastern. It's all about like lining
exactly,
and making your eyes look very defined. Which I think it's gorgeous, but it's a total opposite of exactly that. That's
and
so
then
interesting.
And then like Middle Eastern or Arabic, they have the winged liner to make your eyes look like very long, which is gorgeous. And then sometimes they'll do the liner like on the inside.
I love doing that. It makes my eyes look like so like
I know.
I love it. I
And
can't
then
just say don't have the patience to sit there and
no,
do
I
it.
can't
Like,
do it.
it's
No,
like,
I can barely wear eyeliner. I used to do eyeliner all the time, every single day, and those days are gone. I do my eyeliner with eyeshadow, and it's very smoky.
it's a staple for me at this point.
No, I know, but I've always known you with eyeliner.
That's
Like,
it. Like I just
yeah.
I need it.
If I don't see you with eyeliner, I'm like,
she's not ready to
she's
go
not
out.
ready to go. Yeah.
Yeah.
But other examples is India, Iran, Thailand. People undergo cosmetic surgeries or use of makeup to alter and accentuate their facial features. So different facial features are favored, such as small eyes, large noses, thin lips, or low cheekbones. For example, Ethiopia, Sudan, New Zealand, people practice body modification or adornment to create or emphasize distinctive facial features.
Which is interesting. Like thin lips is actually desired in a different culture versus here.
Yeah.
We just like it's everywhere here. Injections, like make them as plump as possible.
Yeah. So those are just some examples of like beauty standards like that differ globally.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. And then attractiveness does correlate with social interactions. So according to some research, attractiveness can have both positive and negative effects on how we are perceived and treated by others. This is so freaking true.
100%.
You can't deny it. It's a sad truth.
Yeah.
But it's a truth.
Yeah.
Here are some of the main findings. So attractiveness, and again, like all these findings, all these research, whenever I mention like certain research or whatever, I always link it in the bio, not in the bio, in the show notes, both on YouTube and Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and all that stuff. So if you want further information, go click on that link. Attractiveness can create a halo effect, which means that attractive people are judged more positively on a wide range of dimensions, such as intelligence, competence, sociability, and morality. Attractiveness can also confer social advantages, such as being preferred as romantic partners, friends, family members, students, employees, and even defendants in court.
That is one that's what I thought about when it's, you know, it's like at court, they're like, wear your hair, you know, like up. Like,
they tell you how to do it.
Wear glasses and all that stuff so that you don't look, you know.
However, attractiveness can also have some drawbacks, such as being stereotyped as vain, shallow, or arrogant, being envied or resented by others, or being harassed or exploited. Attractiveness can also affect our self-perceptions and behaviors, such as our confidence, assertiveness, fear of rejection, and trust of others. These factors can in turn influence our social participation and satisfaction. And I think, oh my God, what's the name of that actress? She's blonde. She was like in all these Sing movies and whatever. She lost a shit ton of weight. Rebel.
Oh yeah, Rebel. Yeah.
Remember?
Wilson.
Yes, I think that's her name. And she came out not too long ago and she's like, I have noticed a stark difference in how people treat me when I was
100%.
heavy to now that I've lost all this. She lost a drastic amount of weight. She's like, people actually like open doors for me now and stuff like that, which is something that something as simple as that wouldn't happen to me before. And I'm like,
insane.
That's
So
crazy. You know how valuable that is. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. It was a little longer, but it was a lot more fun.
Yeah. And a good time.
And all about the love month. I told you guys that we were going to keep it in that realm for this month. So stay tuned, comment, do all the things. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and doing all the things that you're doing. We really, really, really appreciate it. And check out our Patreon. You won't be disappointed. We promise.
You guys will have a laugh.
Big time. Anyway, so we'll see you on the next one.
Bye.